Hi guys, my name is Yudi and welcome to my channel. And happy new year guys. Okay, let's get right into business. So today I want to show you how to create a very simple or easy personal budget template that I can use for your monthly budgeting. So let's get right into it. So before we start creating, this is what we want to achieve at the end of the day, this simple budget template. So I'm going to show you how to create, and I'm also going to drop a link of this particular one you're looking at, mine, and you can at the end of the video, towards the end of the video, I'm going to show you how to edit this in case you want to use mine instead of creating yours. Now let's get started in creating. Hope you guys are good. So right, I'm going to get a new sheet. So to make this video fast, I am just going to be copying most of the items, like the headings, the items and all that. So I paste that here. So I copy the items and I'm pasting it here. And the next, I'm just going to copy out the month up to the total. I don't want the video to be long, so instead of us just typing, I would just be copying and be pasting. And okay, next we want to do this the personal budget. So you can pick the range of cells that you want. So this is my range of cell. Just drag to the points that you want and you click on merge and center. You get merge and center in home, merge and center, and you increase the font size. I like using 20. You can decide what font size you want to use. So I just name that personal budget. Um, personal budget. So I just click inside and align to the center, and I fill it in with purple, and I change the font color to white, and I make it pop. So I just bolden it. And next, what I'm going to do, I'm going to put this in a table. Um, so for me to put this in a table, I'm going to pick the range. So my range is going to be from month to total up to comment. So I pick the range, and to insert table in it, I go to insert table. So it has picked the range that I chose. And you can see this small box here. It says my table has headers. If you don't tick this, it's going to automatically give you header. It's having column 1, column 2 and all that. You don't want that. So make sure you tick here. Excuse me. Make sure you tick here and just okay. Now your table has been inserted. So with the table you can easily um pick. You have your drop down. It's easy to filter out with the table, and if you don't like this color, you can just go to your table design up here and change the color of the table as you want. So let's continue. So I made income. I chose income 1 and income 2 because you might be doing this for the home, or you might have to source some income if you're a salary earner and also a business person. So my income 1, this is 1.6. My income 2, this is 1.4. Please, these are not these are not my income. I just imputed this amount to just for this video. So I'm just going to highlight this and put it in a number format so that it's going to, and just put a comma. The accountants always like it like this, and it's easier to read like this. So I'll just bold in that, and I'll put borders. For you to put border, I come to home, the border here. So I'll pick all borders, and I'll fill it, sorry, I'll fill this green because it has to do with money. You can decide to, let's leave it. I wanted to change the font to white, but let's leave it this way. So now that we are done with the upper part, now let's get right into business. But before we get right into business, I just want to make sure that whatever number that we type has to come out with a comma and a dot if it's more than 100. So we don't have to be typing one by one. So to do that, you just highlight the cells that you know you're going to have figures or numbers. You highlight them. You highlight all the cells that you're going to have figures or numbers, and you go up here and you put in number and you put in comma. So that's all. So let's get right in. So how much is your income? So we are projecting 3,000. So this is the income, 3,000. As you can see, I didn't put the comma or the dots there. So because of what we did initially, the system still remembers. So 3,000, if you're sure that your income is going to be 3,000, so from January to December, you can just drag it down. You can do this monthly before the next month. So you can budget monthly, or you can just budget for the whole year and try to, fix your spending towards your budget. So it depends on you, but I'm going to do this templates for the whole month. Then you can edit at as you wish. So let's get right. Let's continue, please. um Excuse me. For the rent, so I'm projecting, I'll just be copying so that this video is not going to be too long or too boring. For the rent, I projected 1,050, either rent or mortgage, whatever you are on. So I'm projecting 1,050. And for the council tax, most council tax are fixed. I am projecting you're paying 120 every month for council tax. For electricity, you can decide to change it to energy. For electricity varies. As you can see, I imputed these figures. So these figures are going to be your own figures. So for these figures, um it varies. So I just put random vary numbers there. For the internet, like your home internet, your home broadband, you can change the internet to broadband as it pertains to you. So I'll just before you do this, what I'm just trying to say, before you do this, try and itemize what you spend money on before you fill the table in, so that it will be easier when you're doing the table. It doesn't take a whole lot. So let's get faster. I'll just drag this up to other and just copy it. We're just trying to get faster. So I just paste this. Okay, this part didn't copy well. Because of the dash, there are zeros there, so I'll just change that to number, and you can see. So for the order, why I put in order, because sometimes you might budget for the month, and it's better you budget for miscellaneous. You might have a repair to be done at home, or urgent money to send to someone and all that, so that will come in order. So for the total expense, so you add up how much you spent for the month. So for the total expense, just put equal to SUM, that is sum. You can see it up there. Just double click and you drag from your mortgage down to other and tap enter on your keyboard, and it automatically sums everything for you. So I'm currently using Office 365. I'm currently using Office 365, so I don't know what you're using. So my auto fills for me. If you're not using Office 365, or if you don't have um autofill, you can just, you see the small box here by the corner, square box, you just drag it down and it sums everything for you. So you don't have to do sum for each line, just drag it down. So your saving or investment, it's always important you save at the end of you project saving for the month. So I'm projecting this person will be saving £100, 100 naira, 100 rand, $100 for the month. So I'll just take this down. So yours might be more or less. So for month outgoing, so what is leaving your account every month? So that is month outgoing. So month outgoing is going to be your total expense plus your saving and investment. So I just do equal to total expense plus saving and investment, and I enter it and it's saved. So this is the amount that is leaving my account every month, or the person account every month, because this does not pertain to me. These are just random figures I made up. So next is amount left. Amount left is what came in at what and what will be going out. So they are projecting that this amount will be left every month. So equal to, you go to your income, your salary, your income minus month outgoing. So you put enter. So this is the amount left. Like I said, you might not have autofill at the end of the day. It might not autofill for everything. The square box beside it, just drag it down and it autofills for you for the rest of the lines. So that's that. I think that's that. So for the comments, why I left comments is when you are looking at January expense or January budget in September, you can know what you actually use this order for. Okay, I used this money to make repair what you budgeted this, or what you ended up using this £20 for. So that is what this comment is for. So the next thing we're going to do is the total for each expense. So you want to, like, the total for this expense will give you like a budget forecast for the next year. So when you are looking at what you budgeted for this month at the end of December, you're able to budget for the next year using the total and everything. So the total just gives you budget forecasts for the next year. So let's just sum this up. To sum it up, just click on the cell, this total cell, and look up here, home, auto sum. I click auto sum and it sums it. So that's done. And you don't have to do that for all the cell. You just, the small square box here, just drag it down and it auto fills that for you. As you can see, please, if you're not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe now. Like and share. Thank you. So we are done with our budgeting. So it's just we have to make our templates look nice so that whenever we come to budget, whenever we're doing budget, the template looks interesting to actually work on. So we are just going to be filling um unique columns or specific columns with some colors. So I just fill that with blue, and I change the font color to white, and I bolden it. For the income, I like income is green, so let's just put that on green and make the font white and bolden it. So we move to total expense. For total expense, you can decide to edit this the way you want it. So you can decide to use whatsoever color you want to use for yours. And for savings, what color will I be using? Should I use blue again? Okay, let me use blue again and change the font color to white and bolding it. For the art green, definitely is going to be red because that is the main expense. And whiten it and pop, make it pop, just bolding it. And for the amount left, I'm going to make this green. The amount left will guide you on what um to use the money for. You can use it to party, you can use it to reinvest, to put money on investments and all that. So you can see. So the next thing we're going to do is to group our expense. So to group the expense, you highlight your first column of the expense, which is rent or mortgage, and you drag it down to other. And to group this, you go to data, and by the right hand side here you see group. So you group it. By the time you group it, it's easy to collapse your expense and just have a summary of the sheets. As you can see, now we have month, income, total expense, investment, outgoing, and amount left. So it's very easy. If you want to see your items, your expense item, just open it up and you can still see it. So I think that's that. And okay, if you want to expand, click on the first row that you want to expand, and you drag it down to the last row you want to expand, and just adjust any of the lines there down, and it expands for you. And if you want to increase the font color, just highlight and go to home and increase, sorry sorry, the font size, and you can just increase the font size the way you want it. So it's super easy and super nice. And so let me show you how to edit mine, because this is what I'll be putting in the description box. And if you've not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe, like, and share. I'm trying to make this video as fast as possible. So for mine, if you can edit here however you want it, just click inside and you type. So let's change electricity to energy. You can edit it anyhow you want it. It's peculiar to you. So I just change that to energy. And if you want to add column, just highlight any of the column, go to home and go to insert, and you can actually add column. So let's try, typing something on this column. So let's say you want to add nursery. So I'm adding nursery now, and my nursery is let's say I'll be spending, just look at the total expense here. Let's say I'll be spending 300 pounds, 300 naira, 200 rands, 300, and as you can see, it has increased my total expense. So you don't have to do any calculation if you're using my sheets. You don't have to do anything, just add column, remove, edit, and it works for you. You just don't tamper with the main columns like the total expense and all that. So let me delete this off, and I think that's all. And again, if you want to edit my sheets, you can edit it on the link. You have to download it into your PC to actually use it, so that if I give permission for you to edit on the link, other people will not have access to the sheet. I hope I've explained enough. Please bear with me, and also bear with others. Please download um the sheets to use it. Thank you so much for watching. Hope this video was helpful. Please always try and budget your money, and try to save and all that. Bye, bye, bye. This video is already long enough. Bye. Click